And we're back, and it's Tuesday, and it wouldn't be a Tuesday at noon or 3, depending on where you are, without Bookkeepers on Fire. So here we are with Anya Dynia. And I got it right. Oh, I'm so proud. I practice a lot. Anyways, we're here, and she is a fellow bookkeeping bud with a great story to tell and lives in northern Kentucky, but from her accent, you might not notice that. Um, and we're just ready to hear all of her stories. We were having a great conversation before we realized it was time to go live. So we're looking forward to bringing this to you now.
Great. Well, thanks, Anna, for coming and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're thrilled you're here. So, how long have we known each other? Do you remember where we originally met?
I remember when I met you, Debbie, originally was a bookkeeping buds retreat in Chicago. It had been like 18 or 19, maybe 19. And I remember we sat at dinner and you talked all about knitting. You were all about like, let me tell you, I'm going to get you into my knitting practice. I'm like, all right, gotcha. And yeah, like that's the first time I officially met you. Like I knew you through conferences because I'm a big conference goer, and I would see you on stage and go to your pricing sessions, and yeah, so that's where we first met.
So I didn't bore you to death with my knit. I think that's when I first started getting into knitting. And when I get excited about something, I just have to tell everybody.
Oh yeah, I think we had an hour conversation all about knitting, and I'm like, okay, now I might need to be a knitter, but
yeah. I guess I didn't bore you. We're still friends. Yeah.
We still talk.
That's great. Now, you told us that you really like going to personal development conferences.
I sure do.
I want to hear all about that.
I am a personal development junkie, as they say, along with Cindy Schrader from the Bookkeeping Buds.
I love Cindy.
I actually started my
first. Cindy's in the chat. Cindy's in the
chat. With us. Yay!
You're the origin of bringing us all together, Cindy. So I started so when I was 20 years old, I was not doing so hot, let's just say that. And my sister is like, you know what, you need to go to this conference and it will change your life. I'm like, no, it's not. It's going to take time out of me. It's going to cost $500. I don't think so. And she literally was like, okay, how about if I pay you how much you pay for the conference ticket and $500 for your time if it doesn't change your life? I'm like, are you sure? And this was a Tony Robbins seminar, right? So I walked on fire, literally within 3 days.
So you did the walk on fire thing?
And multiple times I've walked on fire. I ended up doing his whole program, volunteering for him for a good 5-8 years. And yeah, it literally changed my life. It made me I actually went to nutrition school for a little bit. And it just made me really sink my teeth into personal development and realize that my perspective of life can really change on how I think about things, and just being in those kind of communities light me up on fire. So I'm a little bit of an addict sometimes because I've gone to Tony Robbins, I've gone to Landmark Forum, I've done a lot of
Landmark Forum. That's a new one to me.
Okay, so Landmark Forum used to be another one. It used to be called something else, but that is kind of the same premise, but they have their programs and they're all in different cities actually. And they have different they'll have programs on creativity, financial, psychology and all these different things. And it really just gets you what is in the way of really you making the most of it out of your life. So
what was the biggest thing that you were putting in your way that you have overcome by attending these events?
Ooh, love that question. Oh, and I'm still working on it because I think you don't stop working on it, but it's definitely doubt. And me, I always say the mountain is me, because sometimes, right, we get in our own way. And that's one thing I realized by doing what I say, the work and going through these conferences is literally get me not being able to believe completely in myself and then shifting that, and kind of getting the voices out of my head. And
Now, who's that voice in your head talking to you?
oh, she actually has a phone. I could say it over there because actually I call her my negative roommate. Her name's Carla, and she, she's the one who's the naysayer and will give me all the doubts, and I kick her out a
Now,
lot.
is that somebody that, like, did your mom talk to you like that? That, or your aunt or sister that
No,
made, you know?
no, it wasn't. Well, there were like people and bullies maybe when I was growing up, but there was definitely like, yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So, do you have
It's
any
just a
tricks for
combination.
us that have not attending these great seminars and events to tell ourselves when those doubts creep in about what we can do?
It's catching yourself, honestly, and asking yourself, is this true? Because most of the time it's a lie. That's the best. Most of the time it's BS, what you're telling yourself, because truly, like, and that's where, right, the doubt, like we can be our biggest critics and naysayers, and that really gets us in the way. Like that almost literally got in the way of me passing my CPA, of me getting starting my own business, all these things. But literally, when you push past that, that's when you could actually, live the life you want to live.
And are you doing that now?
I'm still working on it because I think it's a right because life's like
Yeah.
life happens, and so. But right now, oh my gosh, I would have never thought, like it was my dream when I was 16 to own a business.
Uh huh.
The fact that I own a business and do what I love and actually help clients and design how I want to operate my business, and I take PTO and travel when I want to when I want to do it. It's amazing.
You don't have to ask anybody's permission to take off.
Seriously, it's the best thing. It's like, oh, and I travel a lot. Like a lot of people joke, like because I'm originally from Chicago. There's my accent, but so I do travel a lot to go see family in Chicago, and then yeah, me and my forever fiance, we travel a lot to Vegas and to other parts of the United States a lot. So I'm almost constantly traveling at least once a month, if not more.
Well, that's the
So
nice thing now about QBO and all these remote. They don't have to know where you are.
no, and it's the best, and it's a write off, right? That's the best, like I go to like my minimum because I'm a CPA. Need the C. Like I was like, well, I need to do these conferences because people are always like, why are you going to so many conferences? I'm like, well, I need to. I need the continuing ed, but it
I need
is
the
true
continuing ed, man.
Yep.
because if I go to two, it really like 40 hours, give or take, of what state you're looking at, I need per year, and it literally like if I go to two conferences, it take like I usually go to scaling almost every year, and then I'll go to like Bridging the Gap is my new one. I used to go to QuickBooks Connect a lot.
Are you going this year?
I am not,
Nobody's going.
even though Brené Brown is going to be there, and I almost
I
bought a
know that
ticket.
was the only thing I regret. Oh, gee, she's not good. Okay, I'll watch her on YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's actually one of a great friend of mine, a fellow bookkeeper. She was like, "Okay, so you're going to spend $800 plus all the other things to go see Brené Brown for 15 minutes." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, you got a point. Like let's talk about her, right? Like analyze our finances for a year. Okay, you got a point." Yeah. So, because I've always wanted to see her live. To me, like she's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Like,
me
so
too. Me
Yep.
too. I
yeah.
just like how like she just looks like one of us.
It is, and she's so vulnerable, and she talks just like I could relate to her so much. So I would, yeah, I wish her podcast was still alive, but
Yeah.
yeah, her books are great. She's great, and then
I think she has
yeah,
a new
Queen.
one coming out.
Yes, I did see it. I forgot what it's called,
I
but
think I
yeah.
pre-ordered it.
Oh, see, you're ahead of the game. Yeah,
I love just some women like jewelry. I like Kindle books.
I like books.
Books. I mean, look, my books.
See, I bet you, I can't see them all, but I bet you we
Yeah,
have some
I got
similar ones.
yeah, and those are just the ones I've given away hundreds of them. And when I was a little girl, they would always have the book fair in the elementary school, and my mom gave me $3. and walking around with my $3 and I could buy a book. Oh my God. It was like I loved it. And I love books. And now with Kindle,
Oh, you could have all of them.
oh, I buy
Yeah.
them all the time. I mean,
That-
I love the Kindle because I can have my entire library with me. And if I really like the book, I'll buy it in hardback and in Kindle.
And you could get the audio
There you go.
too.
And I know.
I have the audios of everything.
Oh, I
And
do have
then
those too.
the only books I keep are the ones that have been signed by the authors.
See,
Which I
Don is
have
a very
quite a-
minimalist.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I keep them. Oh,
That's
one day I
amazing,
might want to
Donna.
read this again. You know,
Like,
and some books. I mean, I remember that in the second grade, I read a book called Mrs. Mike, and I loved it. And I found it at a yard sale a while ago. Mrs. Mike, and I bought it. I still have it because I remember how much I loved that book when I read it in the second grade. And anyway, I love books. You know,
so do I. Like I had to get rid of, like 3 years ago when I moved here to Northern Kentucky, I had to get rid of some books because I realized how many I didn't read. I'm like, wow, I have a lot on my book to read list. Like there's like more than I've read. Hold on, this is an issue.
I know.
But,
You ever do this where somebody says, "Oh, here's a book I recommend." Oh, okay, and I go look. I already own it.
yes. All the time. I
Oh,
actually
God.
started a catalog. I'm a big Notion user, and I have I started documenting all my books in Notion because I was like, okay, am I going to read it? Am I not? If not, it needs to go, or somebody needs to.
I just
take it
love
from me.
holding them. I like how they smell. I love books.
Yeah, I'm definitely a physical book person too.
Libraries.
Yeah.
I mean, go to the library.
That's actually what I've been doing more recently is actually going to the library first and getting the book and be like, do I really want to buy this book? Unfortunately, some of the books that I really want aren't available at the library because
Right.
they're like newer releases, right? But I have so many that I haven't read yet anyway. So
I just like walking up and down the rows and go, and it's kind of like being shopping and you get to pick them for free.
Oh, it's great.
Oh.
It's great. Library card, everyone, get it.
I love libraries.
Yes. No, for sure. That's changed my world because before I think I would have probably a lot more books if I didn't start using my library card. So yeah.
So do they have libraries in Kentucky?
They do. They do. There are some people who my saving grace I always say is I'm in Northern Kentucky, which is close to Cincinnati, which a lot of people don't know. Actually, the Cincinnati airport is in Kentucky. It's in my backyard, basically. And I go, that's been my saving grace because I was literally born and raised in Chicago, in Chicago proper, close to the suburbs, but in proper. And so I was always a city girl and had my conveniences. So I'm like, I need to make sure, and when we were moving here, I'm like, does it have a Costco and does it have a Trader Joe's? I'm like, okay, all right, now I'm okay. So
there you go.
Seriously, the little things in life, and that's huge. Yeah.
Now, you called him your forever fiance.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So I say forever fiance. We've been together for 11 years and we've been engaged for, I think, 5 or 6. And when people ask, when I say fiance, people are like, oh, when you're getting married? I'm like, oh, I don't know. When? There's not a date, right? So I don't have a date. So that's why I say forever fiance, because it just helps eliminate sometimes that question.
Describes it then.
Mm-hmm. At some point, we'll get married. I mean, there's an intention to get married, but we just bought a house together. And yeah, he's one of my biggest supporters. Honestly, I wouldn't have passed the CPA if it wasn't for him. And he was a business owner as well. So he actually influenced me a lot in starting my own business for sure. So
what does he do?
So he has a fun job. So we moved here for his job, and he actually works for this company called America's Best Restaurants, and they go around the country and go to restaurants and help independent restaurants get their marketing on point, as well as, so they'll do the guy for everything, and he's one of the hosts, so he'll host and he'll eat the food and have the interview with the owner. And their back end part of their company is the digital marketing. So that they really get like butts in seats. So
Uh-huh.
it's a fun job. Like he gets
Nice.
to travel, he has food, and he sells. And so his three things that he loves in life, he gets to do. So when he's like, I got this opportunity, and it's in Northern Kentucky of all places, I'm like, okay, that is cool. Yeah, let's do it. Because
So do you like Kentucky?
do I like it? I like it. I've met some great people. Actually, the one thing I do love about this place is the people. I've done a lot. Because I was born and raised in Chicago all my life, and I never, like within 50 miles. So all my people were always in Chicago. So when I came here, I had to start networking, and really a lot of the business owners here, like what's cool is there's not, I don't want to say competition, but like there's just, everyone wants to help and collaborate with each other. And it's been so cool. Like I didn't get that in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
And here it's like people want to help each other. It's like the bookkeeping buds, right? Like there's no competition, but it's like we all are different people. But here I've like gotten some really great connections and networking.
So how do you is this where you are most of your clients now in Kentucky, or because you do it all over the place?
I'm all over the place. I've built my business through referrals. And at some point I will be rebranding. And then starting to market, but like I've
Haven't had
built
to.
my business on word of mouth. What was that?
You don't have to if you're good. People just will flock to the door.
And that's what's happened. So I
So
haven't had
do
to.
you specialize in any particular niche or a vertical or anything like that?
So it's going to come in line with my rebranding. So my rebrand name is Butterfly Effect Financial. And my niche is life-changing busices. So
Like personal development.
There you go.
See, full circle, exactly. I mean, so when I was figuring out, I need a niche, and then everyone's like, well, you're a CPA, you should do taxes. I'm like, I hate taxes, not going to do it. No. And because really where I find the power in what I do is in that financial accounting and that advisory. Like to me, that's where you can make a difference in a business owner. So when I was trying to figure out what I wanted a niche in, so since I went to nutrition school, I was like, okay, let me do health and wellness. But then I realized that was a little bit too niche. And I was like, well, when I looked at my roster, I was like, all these people are making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it's life-changing businesses. That's like, yes, it's a gamut, but to me, if you're making the world better, I want to help you. And then that's where the butterfly effect came in because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Now, Monica asked in the chat, what led you to get into bookkeeping?
Oh, so I actually have been an accountant since I was 15. So I worked my first job was literally at a small tool and die shop in Chicago. And I got my accounting degree. So, and then I was in corporate for a long time. And then 8 years
have
ago.
To play that game for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting the way, where I kept, even my career, I worked for the city of Chicago in government. I was a tax auditor. And I realized I didn't like taxes then. I even then went to Deloitte and I was like, oh, these are too, I realized I did not like big businesses. And my heart was always in that small, mid-sized business. So in financial accounting. So literally I left Deloitte to go to work for a wine shop. No joke. And the partners at Deloitte were like, are you sure? What are you doing? I go, no, I need a break and I want financial accounting. And honestly, that was the best decision. And so throughout a few years after that, I would work at small and mid-sized businesses and realize how much change I could do, right? And because in those businesses, you need to be a jack of all trades.
Yes.
It's not, and to me, I'm like, never put me in a corner and just let me do journal entries. No, thank you. And so what actually led me to get my CPA, I went to DePaul University in Chicago and I got my accounting degree, and I'm just not a good test taker. But every year I would try the CPA, every single year. But about 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I got passed over for a controller position. And I was like, why was I passed over? And literally it was because I did not have those 3 letters behind my name. So I said, nope, never again. And so that motivated me to get my CPA and actually stick to it. I actually was working a full-time job in Chicago at a famous popcorn company in Chicago. And I was subletting an apartment so I could go to work, study, go to work, study. And I finally passed my exam. And that's when I thought I could actually start a business because I have my CPA now. That was a silly thought, but yeah. So that's how I got.
Yeah, you should have gone to personal development before that. You wouldn't have had to pass the exam.
I tried. It didn't work. I was getting in my own way, Debbie. I was getting in my own way.
But, I have my CPA. Donna has hers. I have mine. I never even talk about it because to me, I don't want to do audits and I don't want to do tax. So what do I need it for?
I took my letters off everything.
Yeah, me too.
Once I took my letters off everything, business started to come. And I make more than I ever made.
I got my little thing I got from the Florida CPA.
See, I won't, because I worked so hard for it, I will not give it up. That is something I will, because I literally,
and you deserve to have it. I mean,
it was one of the, I almost, like I got medical issues, like to the point, and I literally passed the last section with a 75.
That's all you need.
Like it was just.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a friend, he passed with like 98s. Oh, Dewey, I got 98.
He studied, he worked too hard.
And I said
to him, too hard. Yep.
On my CPA certificate, it says certified public accountant. And yours, it says certified public accountant. They're exactly the same. So what that tells me is you studied too hard.
Yeah. I wasn't good at tests. That was my problem. So I'm good with people, but not with tests.
So if they could have asked you the questions, you would have done well.
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah. Like, let me do it on a, whiteboard. I got it. Like
an oral exam. Can I take it orally? Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah. Like, because it's all confusing. Like those questions, it's like, I mean, it's sometimes like some of the QuickBooks tests. It's like, wait, what are you doing?
That's a whole nother issue.
We're going to take the exam.
Yeah.
What are they asking me here?
Yeah.
I breeze through the CPA exam, all my law exams, all that stuff. I get to the QuickBooks Online test. I failed that thing 4 times in a row.
I know.
I'm like, it's open book.
I know. And with open book.
I know. I remember when I took the desktop advanced certification test the first time. I thought I'll breeze through this. I mean, and I failed like with a 40.
Yeah.
I go, I know this stuff, and how you don't have to do it. I mean, why do you have to? I'm not going to let that beat me. And but then I got the advanced certification in desktop. Now they don't even offer it anymore.
Yeah,
man.
So you have your own business, which is remote, and you travel all the time, right? So you can do it wherever you want.
Yes. I have a contractor who works for me. I actually hired my first person about in November. So about 10 months ago. Because it took me a while of trying to delegate, and I was doing something tedious, and she offered a long time ago of like, hey, I'll help you. And I was tagging something for a client in QuickBooks. I'm like, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be doing this. And so I was like, okay, now I'm ready to hire you. And that's honestly where I want to take my business, is to not outsource, but have the bookkeeping underneath me so I could really focus on that advisory, because that is what my strength is.
Where that takes care of a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yes.
So remember in the day when I always talk about when we would get a cleanup job or do a tax return, they bring in 12 months of bank statements. And you would put in a green ledger page every single line and add them up. And now we go, okay, let me scan it, have the software read it, upload it to QBO or Connect the Bank. And every time you see this, put it here. Yeah. Literally, you can do it. What used to take weeks now takes seconds.
Hours to do an entire year. Yeah.
And the apps and tech that we have now, it's just knowing how to use it sometimes.
And which one to pick? Do
Yes.
you have any favorite tech apps? You have any favorites?
Right tool. Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Oh, well.
Uh,
There you go.
Keeper,
Yeah.
like right tool and
There you
Keeper,
go.
and like Notion. Like I got the Notion program from Seth David, and I literally have that.
That's one of my big things to learn is Notion.
Oh,
Cindy spent the weekend with me at the beach. She goes, "I want you to teach me Notion." I go, "Not me. I don't know enough about it yet."
I'm working with her.
Yeah.
oh, it's phenomenal. Because to me, like Asana didn't work for me. I kept on trying to do little project management, and I was doing OneNote, and I had all these things, and I was like, okay, because I'm a big person who like needs to brain dump, otherwise it all just stays in my head, right? So Notion really helps you just dump that out and be able to organize it, as long as you know how to figure it out in Notion. But
I know
yeah.
I got to figure out the structure because once I learned that, like when I learned Excel, everything starts with the equal sign. I went, oh
Yeah.
took off.
And with Notion, like you could truly create, there's a lot of templates out there. And like I said, Seth David has one, but he definitely, like you can create anything out of a blank page. That's the beauty of it. But that's also
that's the downfall too.
Yeah.
That's the chaos part of it too.
Yeah. Because it's like, wait, what do I do? Where do I
You
begin?
learned Notion from Seth's class.
Yeah. So he has a out of the box, basically, like he's like, here's the system and play with it. And he does the course. And that's why, I incorporated it, last November? Yeah, about a year ago. And like I live in Notion and I still don't know enough. Like I feel like it's not, it's an ever like you keep on learning new things.
Right.
So it's great. So.
I always say keeps me young.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I keep my SOPs in there. Like I just have so many things and I could share them with my clients. Like here's the SOP, like just, it makes things a lot more.
For those of you non-accountant, SOP is standard operating
procedure. Yes.
But that's in a lot of businesses. That's just not to accounting. I have standard operating procedures in all my businesses.
Donna doesn't call them that though. She calls them quests and journeys.
Well, that's a little bit different.
No, that's
standard
goals,
operating procedures. What's that?
I thought you're for goal you use quests.
Quests and journeys first. Quests. SOPs might be in part of the quests. Developing SOPs. That will definitely be.
Donna is the mistress of process.
And processes are huge, especially when you have so many things going on.
Right.
Otherwise,
Now, Cindy is hiring you to be a lunch with a leader on Notion.
Oh boy. Okay, give me a few months, Cindy.
We're going to get that personal development out there.
Oh, 100%. Me and Cindy could do a retreat in a second, I bet. I could do it quicker.
I go anywhere Cindy tells me to go because she's that great.
Oh, yeah.
She spent the weekend with me at my beach condo this weekend. Oh, I was in heaven.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Just being in the glow of Cindy, so.
I mean, I always talk her story, like how she went to her happy place and how she made it. It's like,
I tell that all the time.
I go, that's what we should all do.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
You can literally do whatever you want in this life. It's just, you need to be able to make yourself do it.
Believe in yourself.
Yep.
Do the hard work to make it happen, because it's hard and uncomfortable to make it happen. But I did the same thing,
and it's uncomfortable, right? That's the biggest thing. It's getting over the because it's hard and it's a lonely place sometimes, and that's one thing. Getting in communities and not being alone is a huge thing as well.
Like bookkeeping buds.
Yep. There you go.
100%. Yeah, I'm in all the communities.
Or the Patreon community of Bookkeepers on Fire.
Yep. We're here too. If you want more from us, if you want to hear more from us, Bookkeepers on Fire Community is there for you.
Yep. So we're almost at half hour. Can you believe how fast it went? I told you it'd go fast.
Oh, we're just three girls talking. It's awesome. We're having a fun time. And playing polka.
Any last things you want to ask Anna, Donna?
Yeah. So what's a crazy exciting thing you're working on these days?
The crazy exciting thing is my rebrand of Butterfly Effect Financial. It's me getting out of my comfort zone of me, like instead of, because right now it's Anna Dynia CPA, and going, okay, let me just get out of this bubble of and making it a true company of Butterfly Effect Financial, and making it a bigger thing than me. So that's what I'm really, really excited about.
You're going to share it with the buds first, right?
Oh, 100%. I do have already the logos. It's just I need to get out of my own way and really.
Well, let's give you a deadline. Can you do it by Friday?
Actually, my contractor made me give myself a deadline, because she goes, okay, because even her email is at Butterfly Effect Financial, and she's like, okay, I kind of need. She's like, when are you going to launch it? And I go, okay, I'm going to do it in February 10th.
February, that's too long.
There's a reason. There's a few reasons why.
All right.
Okay.
I know. So, but it will be done by then. It would be like everything will be.
So when we see you at scaling in June.
Oh, it's done. It better. I'm going to have stickers and buttons and all the things.
You better have a logo on your shirt.
Like, you have an owl behind you, so I'm thinking you must know, Alicia Katz-Pollock with the owl.
Yes. Yeah. And you'll see me with Butterfly. This is actually my logo right here. If you could.
There you go.
Nice.
Wrong way. There we go.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So it's Butterfly Effect Financial.
Great.
Yeah. So I got the logo. I got the stickers. I just need to do the thing and get all of it connected and do all the processes that, Donna's great at.
So, all that fun stuff, the hard and uncomfortable work, right? The hard and uncomfortable to get. See, I'm more of the ready, fire, aim person. So I do it. I fire it out, and then I spend my time aiming it to the right place.
Right. And see if it sticks.
Sometimes
and
it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It works more now than it used to.
And see what sticks to the wall.
Right. Yeah. What parts I need to drop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're at half hour plus a little plus. So Donna, let's wrap it up. And Diana, we want to thank you for coming today. This was really a treat. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
talking to you guys.
So any last words, Donna?
Yeah. So just don't forget about the Bookkeepers on Fire community. You get to hear more from us, and we'll be here next week with who are we with? Oh, Hector Garcia next week.
It's going to be next week.
Okay.
All right. So you're the intro for Hector. Yeah. So we look forward to seeing everyone next week, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.